Welcome back, Panthers, to a new episode of PRN Sports. My name is Antoine Willis, and let's see what's going on at Georgia State University. To kick things off, we'll get into the women's volleyball team who hosted a tournament this past weekend. I sat down and talked with the head coach, Sally Pohamis, about what it was like getting reacclimated to a normal season after playing the last season to almost 2 years of COVID. The GSU women's volleyball team is steadily improving this season as they get back into the swing of things after an unnatural season of playing with COVID. The coaches and players alike are getting reacclimated as they have a longer season ahead of them than the previous year.
I had a couple of coaching friends that they started school a week prior to ours. And just talking about the difference of being in person, of going to class and having to be there at a certain time, just the time it takes between classes. It's been almost 2 years that they've been in full class, plus with the volleyball schedule. So we continue to talk about how grateful we are for everything, even though it's challenging, to get food or whatever during the day, that you have to plan a little bit more. The buses might be more crowded, whatever that might be, but we are all so grateful that this is the case and that we're on campus.
The girls played in a tournament this past weekend as they went on to produce wins over the Presbyterian Blue Holes and the Alcorn State Bravehawks. The players also saw this as a major experience as they gear up to face harder competition as the season progresses.
Definitely test your strengths and weaknesses. Just playing different opponents, every team is going to be completely different. And especially in a tournament, you're playing back-to-back games one day and you're preparing for all these different people that you're going to face. So as a player, having success with that and protecting your home court when you are hosting a tournament like that is very empowering, and you feel really good about it because it is difficult. You are playing back-to-back. It's difficult physically, it's difficult mentally, just adjusting to all the different players you're going to face and all the different types of team, because every team is unique in their own way, and just being able to adjust quickly. I feel like having success in that, it boosts your confidence in a sense because it's very difficult to do.
All of the girls are striving to improve every game, regardless of the end result, so that they can be better every time they take the floor.
We'll be facing some very strong competition this week and the next. And every week after that, Texas State, Clemson, all of those teams, really, really strong teams that some of us haven't played before. So it's very important for us to understand that every game is the same. We are competing against ourselves and our discipline.
The Georgia State volleyball team will continue to try their best as they compete to bring home that Sun Belt championship. Antoine Willis, PRN. In other news, the GSU football team will be having their next home game this Saturday, September 18th, against the Charlotte 49ers, who currently have a 1-0 record. Come out and support your Panthers as they look to bounce back and try to secure their first home game win of the season. And now we go to Denaje Clyde about a former Panther who is now the men's golf team's assistant coach.
Once a Panther, always a Panther. Josh Eckert is the new men's golf assistant coach.
I have a passion for helping other people, and I feel like the experience I had here at Georgia State and the things that I learned, I could pass on to the guys that are currently on the team.
He said that he will be bringing his expertise and experience to the team.
When I was playing, the current head coach, I saw him as a relatable coach because he was so much younger than the coach that recruited me. And so, but now, he's as the head coach for him, he is, probably the older coach now. So yeah, I definitely feel like I'm more relatable for the guys. And, I've had friendships with them, as I played on the team with them, and now it's gone into a coaching role, but those friendships still are there.
His expertise will sure bring them to a men's golf championship.
And what those situations feel like. So I feel like I can relate to them really well and help them through any troubles they have and make them the best player they can be.
Denaje Clyde, PRN.
Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Panther Report News. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at GSUPRN and comment down below to let us know what you thought about it. I'm Antoine Willis, and y'all have a nice day.